ìyàwó olóògbé wá ní pé bàbá olóògbé ó fẹ́ pa ọmọ òun kó má pa ọmọ òun bó ṣe pa ọmọ ẹ̀. Ìyẹn bàbá tó ń bẹ wá bó ṣe máa bímọ fọ́mọ ẹ̀ tó mú ẹ lórí òkè. Bàbá ọkọ ẹ bó ṣe ní lọ́wọ́ ìyá tiẹ̀ náà ní lọ́wọ́ náà. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n ló kú màmá ẹ máa ti ṣe worst fún ọkọ ẹ náà. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n ló kú irú kú tó lò gbé kú yẹn tẹ́pọ̀ ló kú yẹn màmá ẹ máa ti ṣe worst fún ọkọ ẹ.
Welcome back for our international audience, translation and analysis after our guest is done talking. Welcome back to this channel once again. Still on justice for Mohbad. Have you ever thought about it? If it were the other way around, if it were Wunmi, Cynthia, Adebanjo, because she is not Wunmi Aloba. No, not at all. She's never married to Mohbad. At least Mohbad's father is alive. And he said, there was no day that my son married Wunmi. We went there for an introduction to introduce family. But they said, oh, let us make it introduction and engagement. You can be engaged to someone. That does not equal marriage. And officially, there are no records. No records. Official records that indicate or points to marriage, unless they want to cook up something. But even if they do, we have a tape and it will not be deleted. It cannot be scrubbed off from social media, where Wunmi's elder sister Karimot said that Wunmi told her, and everyone knows that they wanted to manipulate Mohbad into the marriage of a thing, going to the registry. And they said that Mohbad RIP some couple of days. Mohbad was, somehow wasted. Mohbad RIP'd days before the date that they would have gone for the registry. That's what they claim. Even the visa, the Canadian thing, they say days before, days before. They kept saying days after, days before, days in between. We care less. Regardless, we care less. The thing is, you are not married to Mohbad. That is it. I feel bad that Femi Falana's chamber, a law firm that was built on activism, revolutionary ideas, will call Wunmi, Wunmi, Cynthia, Aloba, when we all know that both of them are never married. They were never married. And if any day comes up, if anything comes up and should there be any fake, falsified marriage certificate presented on social media or wherever, well, that will be the beginning of the end. Because Mohbad's father was not there. He was not there. He was never. How can Mohbad go to the registry to marry and his father will not be there as a signatory or present? Is it possible? Thank God that they know they cannot formulate this one. They cannot invent. They cannot forge. Same as the will of a 26-year-old who is not even a big star in Nigeria. Not until after his RIP. His spirit woke the consciousness of a lot of people, touched the hearts of a lot of people to show empathy. So how can he put down will on the name of Liam, a child that he contested the paternity? He was angry about it. He said, no, this child is not mine before his RIP. And this came from those that were close to him, that were with him 48 hours before his RIP. Anyway, I want us to listen to this one and we will talk more.
Ó ti fumble. Ọ̀tá ẹ ti ṣubú fọ́tayọ̀. Mo sọ fún ẹ from day one tọ́kọ ẹ kú. Mo ní àwọn ilé máa bà tiẹ̀ jẹ́. Àwọn lọ́yà orí afẹ́fẹ́ tó lọ gbé yìí, wọ́n máa bà tiẹ̀ jẹ́. Ó ti bà family yẹn jẹ́ pátápátá, ó ti fọ́ family yẹn lójú. Sórí àwọn àbúrò olóògbé tó ń tẹ̀lé ẹ lẹ́nu. Gbogbo pátápátá ló ṣe máa padà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Nígbà tí ibi bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pa yín, ibi ń bọ̀ o. Torí pé chances àti rí àánú gbà ẹ́ ó ti rìn rẹ̀. Even kan ṣe visa fún ẹ kó lọ lóyìnbó. Ìyẹn kọ́ ni ultimate. Ìyẹn kọ́ ni success. You understand? Sọ pé from day one lèmi ti sọ fún ẹ wípé eruku Oṣòdì máa bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ beyond repair. I told you. Mo ń sọ fún ẹ lójoojúmọ́, mo ní go and make up pẹ̀lú bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀. Bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀ bó ṣe ní lọ́wọ́, ìyá tiẹ̀ náà ní lọ́wọ́ náà. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n ló kú, màmá ẹ̀ máa ti ṣe worst fún ọkọ ẹ̀ náà. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n ló kú, irú kú tó lò gbé kú yẹn, tẹ́pẹ́ wọ́n ló kú yẹn, màmá ẹ̀ máa ti ṣe worst fún ọkọ ẹ̀. In fact, by now ọkọ ẹ̀ ti máa wà in prison. Ó rí wípé daddy mommy calm down. Ìgbà tí màá yẹn kọ mi, tí màá yẹn kọ mi suicide, orí pọkọ ẹ̀ ti wà ní prison báyìí. Orí pọkọ ẹ̀ ti wà ní prison. Ó mọ̀ wípé ìwọ gan bó ṣe wà yìí, wọ́n ti bẹ́ ẹ dé level kan débi wípé ọjọ́ tí ojú ìjọba bá ṣí, tí ìjọba bá gbé ẹ lénìí, kò sẹ́ni tó máa gbẹ́lẹ̀. Àwọn ṣẹpẹtẹ ní kàn máa fi ẹ pawó lọ ni. Concept tó ti ṣe fún àwárí náà ṣe fún ìdílé ẹ, mo dẹ̀ sọ fún ẹ. Ìyàtọ̀ ni wípé èmi jẹ́ strong woman. Gbogbo itú tó fẹ́ fi ọkọ mi pa, mi ò jẹ́ kán rí pa. Èmi gan dúró sí wọn lọ́rùn. Ìyàtọ̀ nìyẹn. Ìjọ tí ojú ìjọba bá là, tí ìjọba bá find ẹ worthy, ìjọba máa pick ẹ up fún interrogation. And it's going to be long interrogation. It's not going to be short interrogation. It's going to be a very long interrogation. So, ọmọ ẹ tó lóun protect tó fi ń ṣépè fún bàbá ọkọ ẹ yìí, wàá end up gbọmọ ẹ sílẹ̀. Wọ́n á dẹ̀ make sure pé wọ́n instigate àwọn ọlọ́pàá agbófinró kó lè pẹ́ nínú ẹ̀wọ̀n. So that wọ́n á lè fi ẹ́ gba bára dáadáa. Ó gẹ̀tẹ̀ ṣẹpẹtẹ́rì business ló ń ṣe. Iṣẹ́ ìbanilórúkọ jẹ́ business ni ṣẹpẹtẹ́rì fi ń ṣe. Mo dẹ̀ sọ fún ẹ títí o ò gbọ́. Do nǹkan tó ní kálukú bá ṣe náà ló máa gbà. Tí ọwọ́ ẹ bá mọ́ from day one, o ní jìn sí ọ̀fìn àwọn blackmailer tó deep tó level. Tí ọwọ́ ẹ bá mọ́ nǹkan tí mo mean ni wípé tó bá jẹ́ ẹni tínú ẹ mọ́, mi sọ pé o lọ́wọ́ nínú kú ọkọ àbí kankan. Kan tí ò bá ṣojú èèyàn, o dẹ̀ ṣe mí. But tí inú ẹ bá mọ́, sórí ogun tó gbé tì mí lórí social media, nǹkan tó gbé mi borí ni wípé inú mi mọ́, ọwọ́ mi mọ́, inú mi máa ń dùn sí nǹkan ayọ̀ àwọn èèyàn. Because tó bá yẹ pé mo ti fijọ́ kan ba ìgbéyàwó àwọn èèyàn kan jẹ́, ọ tí mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ ìgbéyàwó àwọn èèyàn kan, ọ tí mo ti jábọ́ sí rọ́wọ́ àwọn Esabod ò bá pè mí pé kí n mú ìkan nínú òun àti ọkọ mi ni. But nítorí pé mi ò ní àṣírí lọ́wọ́ wọn, I've been able to face them. O ṣe terrible mistake, my darling. O ṣe terrible mistake. Mistake tó ṣe gan ó ti pọ̀ jù. Day one ni mo sọ fún ẹ pé nǹkan tó bá mọ̀ nípa ikú ọkọ ẹ kó jáde kó sọ. Ó yẹ wá rí pé òun hámà lórí dada. Ìtumọ̀ ni pé òun ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ṣẹpẹtẹrì. Ǹgbà tẹ́ dé corona lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ó sọ kankan nípa ẹni tí fídíò ẹ̀ gan wà ń ta yẹn òbẹ̀mùbẹ́mú. Tí gbogbo ayé rí pé ó búlì ọkọ ẹ̀, ó sọ mọ̀chì nípa ẹ̀. Dada tí kò sí fídíò dada níbi tó ti búlì ọkọ ẹ̀. Kò sí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu àbí nǹkankan tó ti búlì ọkọ ẹ̀. Nǹkan everybody capitalize lé lórí ni ọ̀rọ̀ tí ọkọ ẹ̀ sọ. Another video dẹ̀ ti jáde tí ọkọ ẹ̀ tún fi ń bẹ ọ̀gá ẹ̀ tó sọ wípé òun ò mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣe òun gbà yẹn ni. Dẹ̀ má gbàgbé wípé ọkọ ẹ̀ ti sọ oríṣiríṣi àṣírí fún bàbá ẹ̀ pé òun ò fẹ́ kórúkọ bàjẹ́. Àṣírí tún wà ń ta pé ọkọ ẹ̀ fẹ́ ju ọmọ àtiwọ́ náà sínú odò ó fẹ́ pa yín. Darling, o ti jẹ́ kọ́ta wọlé tó ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ dùn mí gan. Àwọn ṣẹpẹtẹ́rì fẹ́ fi ẹ́ gba long time bara ni. Yasin, wọ́n fẹ́ fi ẹ́ gba long time bara ni. Wọ́n ti ṣe fún wa rí náà. Tán láwọn kọ́lé fún yàn. At the end of the day, abuké ló kọ́lé fún rẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ kọ́lé fún màmá ẹ̀, ó kọ́lé fáfọ́jú. Abuké ti lówó ju Esabod lọ́nsìn. Ayé Esabod ti bàjẹ́. Gbogbo àti Esabod sọ pé òun ò polówó fún opókùnrin àṣírí onílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn. Esabod wọ́n enforce ẹ̀ léyẹn lórí ìgbà yẹn pé kó kọ́lé fún òun. Bàbá yẹn àwọn tó sọ̀rọ̀ fún ló sọ fáwa náà. Esabod ń force bọ̀bọ́ yẹn pé kó kọ́lé fún òun. Pé kó kọ́lé fún òun. Esabod tó ti sọ fún wa wípé káwọn anybody má kọ́lé sí Nàìjíríà pé Nàìjíríà ò dá. nǹkan tó fàjà wọn tó fi gbé advert tẹ́lẹ̀ so bọ̀bọ̀ ní advert yẹn wà force láti lọ bẹ Esabod padà pókè òun á kọ́lé fún òun lè ṣe tẹ́sàbọ̀dù ń filé yẹn hàn kí ló sún bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn náà débẹ̀ gbogbo owó tí wọ́n ń kó fún bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn sì tó fẹ́ fi ralẹ̀ Esabod ló ń pín òun àti bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn olóòjẹ́ jẹ́ gbogbo ìtẹ́ lọ dáwó ilẹ̀ síbẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ gbà kò fún Esabod àwọn méjèèjì náà jọ ń pín owó yín nítorí pé ẹ rí pé aláburú l'Esabod ẹ lọ ń rajà ń bẹ̀ ẹ rí ẹ fojú rí báyìí pé Àríkẹ́ jọ yọjú ẹ rí báyìí pé Esabod máa ń ṣe ìkà ó ń bú lọ́ba lọ́ba ó ń bú ní ẹ̀dẹ̀ ló ń rajà ń bẹ̀ owó yín náà jọ the same thing ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọ ìyàwó olóògbé ó rí wípé Gistlover ṣẹpẹtẹrì ẹ fún mi 1 minute má bínú. ṣé wọ́n rí ibi tí Gistlover tó ti tó ìgbéyàwó rí orí tó ń pa odidi pásítọ̀ tó ń pa ọmọ tó ń pa obìnrin tó ń pa ọkùnrin ìyàwó káwọ má ò rí mo ti ṣe nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ ó gbẹ́jọ́ ẹ lọ́bẹ̀ àánú ẹ ṣe mí gan-an ìyàwó olóògbé àánú ẹ ṣe mí tèmi ṣe tọ́lọ́ kò bá má jẹ́wọ́ ó ti kó sọ́wọ́ 419 ìwà inú ẹ àti iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ ló tì ẹ́ débẹ̀ ìwà inú ẹ mi ò sọ pé ìwà inú ò dá o mi ò sọ pé iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ ò dá o má ṣì mí gbọ́ o ìyàwó olóògbé èmi kọ́ ni mo dá ẹ àná àlè jọ́ọ̀jẹ́ a lè rò pé wà burú ló wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ kó jẹ́ wà dáadáa a lè rò pé inú ẹ ò dá kínú ẹ dẹ̀ mọ́ ó ti yẹ Yorùbá mi jẹ́ ńlá fún ẹ dáadáa torí Yorùbá mi máa ń kọ́ǹk ṣó ti yé mi sọ pé ní aburú ní ọ but n tó wà nínú ẹ ló gbé ẹ lọ bá àwọn people yẹn tó wà ní ó lè jẹ́ inú kan ló fi lọ bá wọn tó kó báyìí ó máa gbogbo ń tán sẹ́ẹ̀tì sílẹ̀ fún ẹ yìí tó tẹ̀ tuntun wá ṣépè fún bàbá ọkọ ẹ publicly kò sí anybody tó rí pé gbogbo èèyàn ti padà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀.
Welcome back. Welcome back. This is serious. This is deep. Serious and deep. You see, a lot of people do not know that Cynthia Wunmi Adebanjo, I want us to continuously call her what she is, who she is. Always call her Cynthia Wunmi Adebanjo because she is not married to Mohbad, according to the father of the deceased, Imole. They are not married. They are not married. Now, let us leave that. Now, Wunmi went to Gistlover and also to actress Iyabo, and they tried to change the goalposts. They tried to change the narrative. They started telling intelligent millions of people that DNA is not justice. Is that what we should be looking at? And it strikes me odd. You see, there are certain OAPs. There are certain, in quote, activists. There are certain people that eventually showed, they exposed themselves. I was shocked when I listened to certain people saying that DNA is not important, that DNA is not part of the justice that we are seeking for. That why are we seeking for justice? That's when I realized that it's a web. You see, this world becomes more visible. It becomes more visible when issues like this come up. You begin to see who is true and who is a lie. When you see people, when you see them talk about certain, this is not about opinion now. This is not about let everybody support what they want to support. This is clear. This is clear. At the beginning, people didn't have enough info about the RIP of Mohbad there was so much fever. People caught the fever of Mohbad's father is a bad man. Why did you hurriedly put your son to rest? Why did you? It was Mohbad's father that they originally plotted and planned. They already had the people that they wanted them to fall. They wanted Mohbad's father to fall, to be grinded. Why? Mohbad's mother, behind the scene, joined forces with Wunmi, Adebanjo, and our parents. That's one. So the Adebanjos already saw the division between Mohbad's father and Mohbad's mother. So they penetrated using that one. They also wanted Naira Marley and Sam Larry, particularly Naira Marley. You see, Sam Larry was to be shielded somehow because Sam Larry is connected to certain people that eventually got fingered in this RIP and DNA, particularly the DNA of Mohbad. So they needed to be quiet about Sam Larry, but social media already brought out snippets, videos of Sam Larry and all of that. Now, all of these were looked into at the coroner inquest. They saw the full footage and they saw whatever they needed to see, that it was not the short clip of the harassment alone, that there were other peaceful relaxation, drinking and eating after that video. Anyway, let us proceed. So Naira Marley and Mohbad's father were the two major fall, and obviously the nurse. They were the two major fall, and inclusive Prime Boy and Splendid. These were the people that were arranged to fall for the RIP of Mohbad. Do you know, according to what we heard, that Wunmi already had death certificate? I was wondering if Mohbad was taken to the hospital and the hospital certified him dead. You heard the word certified dead. If someone is certified, is there no certificate? Are they going to just take out the body from the hospital? Definitely there will be a document. But Mohbad's father then, I won't blame him. He did not know. He thought he needed to go to the police station. If he had known, he would have taken along. But then, do you know that Wunmi did not hand over that certificate to Mohbad's father? Is this not a grand conspiracy? Or she forgot, or she too was not aware, or she didn't think of it? Like everyone was like, oh, what happened? Like she's like confused. Oh, what did I do? What happened? And she did not give to Mohbad's father the certificate from the hospital. That would have been used at the morgue. Yes, even if the morgue is going to request for police report and all of that, at least they would have accepted in Mohbad. But the man, he didn't know what else to do. He stood for 3 hours. Police came out later saying this and that. And we also heard, allegedly, I'm going to use the word allegedly now because it has not been proven, that Wunmi's mother, former police officer, somehow behind the scene, persuaded the police not to issue that document that was needed to Mohbad's father. Let's trash that. Let's just leave that out. Now, Wunmi decided to join forces with Iyabo, or Iyabo joined forces. And we heard that Wunmi had lived. And also, one of the girls, let me use the word, one of the queen mother. You have to be a queen before to be a queen mother. It's just like a modern way of positioning a woman who is in charge, how they call them, madam, in charge of ladies. They dispense lady like a dispenser. They transform different, transformer. You know what I mean? So they said she does these things too, like side hustle. That's what in fact, that was her full hustle because she has no job anyway. So it makes sense. Things are adding up. It makes sense. If she is now in support of Wunmi. Now, let us file that somewhere. We also heard from Queen Mother, aka Shekpeteri, Iyabo, actress, at least she said this herself, that she, out of anger, she didn't know she was so infuriated, she was angry. She said she will send her children to Naira Marley. And I looked, the children of Iyabo, are they music artists? No. Entertainment? No. What? They are not. They don't. What are they doing with Naira Marley? Did they go to Naira Marley to gather information that Iyabo will now put on Gistlover, or Gistlover will now get from Iyabo? I don't know. What exactly is it? Is it to get money off him? I don't really understand. What are they going to Naira Marley for? With so much that have been said about him. Or is she marketing her own daughter or something? What exactly is this thing? I don't know. I don't really get it. So maybe Mr. Naira did not go through the process that Iyabo expected him to. And here we are. Oh, I will send my children to Naira Marley. He will now list their food and drink with something hard. I'm like, hold on a second. You send your children to that guy and you now say he lays their food. What did you send them there to do? What exactly? To clinch with those guys in the industry. You know, they always hang around. So hang around with these guys. Hang around with them. They have money. Go and hang around with those ones. Get to know them. Get to know them. Associate with them. That's the way to come to limelight. Is that the purpose? Like, go and play with them. From there, you get to meet friends. You meet guys in the industry. You know, these guys are always around each other. If that is what she did, like, this is how you get to know these guys. Don't know ordinary people. Know important people in our society. If that is what it is, then she should come out and explain. She should explain. But about DNA, she has not said directly, but, you know, she's kind of elusive with it. She has not said that I didn't tell her, I didn't instruct her not to go for DNA. They came up with the legal, Mohbad's father responded with the legal, but here we are today. No DNA has been done. The response that Wunmi legal team gave to Mohbad's father is still, it's something that has to be talked about. It has to be talked about. The point is they have refused DNA. All we know is justice for Mohbad equals DNA. End of story.